Yo, what's up people, it's your boy Pete, also known as Captain P67. We're just doing a quick public service announcement today in regards to the Necromancer. Obviously, if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know I've been doing the uniques kind of mini-series where I've covered all the unique drops and how they work, and trying and testing myself and having a bit of fun with them. But like I said, I have done all the Necromancer like weapons, so I've covered everything from start to finish. So if you're new to my channel or my content, I've covered like obviously Bloodless Scream, I've covered the Black River, I've covered Razor Plate, Howl from Below, I've covered Fists of Fate, Greaves of the Empty Tomb, I've covered Penitent Greaves, like Mother's Embrace. I've covered literally everything you can get for the Necromancer. So yeah, if you haven't seen those videos and you want to see more about the Necromancer, check those out. But from my end, just want to say I've reached level 100, as I said I would do. So I'm on level 100 now with the Necromancer itself, and I've got obviously a lot of knowledge on the game itself and kind of understanding the mechanics of the game. So two things I just wanted to mention. Obviously, if you need any help or if you want any support on the game whatsoever, just join my streams, Twitch Captain P67. The links will be in the description below. And if you need anything, I've got so many new players joining saying they're new to Diablo or they're not sure how it works, and I've even got veterans asking me, like, you know, not even like help, they obviously been here before me, but they're asking, I didn't know this worked, and you check this out, and they appreciate the content. So I'm open-minded to having a conversation. If you got any tech that I can learn it from you, and obviously same vice versa. If there's anything you can learn from me, that's great. You know, that's why I do these YouTube videos every day. I've been, you know, running these streams every day. I've helped out like so many players on Diablo. I've helped everyone level up. I've helped get people so much good loot, and obviously my RNG is god tier, and I've been getting them some legendary gear as well. So if you are stuck and you need some help in general, whatever it is, if it's farming, leveling, capstone dungeons, you know, I've been doing all the high tier dungeons myself solo. If you haven't seen my YouTube videos as well, I've been running the tier dungeons up to 58. So again, I'm just doing like a mini series where I do the tiers every increments of couple. So I think I started off with like 30, tier 30, 35, 40, 45. I've gone all the way up to 58, so I just posted that up today. So every day I'll be just going higher tier dungeons, leveling up, probably all the way to 99. I'll be discussing what's working with the Necro, what's not. I have mainly been using two-handed, so I've been using a sword plus a shield on purpose, because I do see a lot of single-handed weapon users for Necro, but it's always good to think outside the box and try other things. I have reached like a maximum cap. I'm hitting a couple of like 1 million or 2 per like shard with the one-handed sword plus the shield. But I have just got a newer aspect to put on the double sword as well. It's not the perfect one. We almost got it. I just got it literally just now. And we've been streaming almost 6 hours again today. And I did a YouTube video just before the stream, so I'm always putting in work making content. But we've got this double pass sword. Again, I'll be trying and testing this on stream tomorrow, so we can have a bit more fun with this. And I've just got the aspect for that. But it's still not the ultimate aspect. I think it needs to be vulnerable 5.0 and it needs to be 225. But it's definitely obviously all very close. But again, that 20% could make a big difference running certain things. And I will be running Uber Lilith and giving her a test and try as well. So if you want to join for the Uber Lilith fights, you're welcome to join for that for fun. I'll be running it myself properly as well when I feel like I've got everything ready and leveled up for her as well, so that'll be fun. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to make an announcement that I hit level 100 in my Necro. If you need any help or tips with Necro, Paragon boards, anything like that, just come to my channel. Links will be in the description below. If you want to support the channel further, you can always sub to my Twitch channel. You could donate to my Twitch channel as well. You could gift a sub as well if you wish, and I do stream every day for 6 to 8 hours every day. And also, if you want to support the YouTube channel, you can like the video, comment on the video, you can subscribe to the channel if you wish as well. It all helps out, and obviously we all win. If you do that to me, it supports me, I can do more content for you. And being new to the whole Diablo franchise, I am definitely hype around it, and obviously we got the new season, so I'll be covering more content and everything else for you. Great game though, I really enjoyed it. A couple of things we could be making changes to. From my end, I've got to say with Necro, they do need to do something about this walk speed though. I play with obviously a lot of my community members, everyone plays different classes, but the walk speed on a Necro is absolutely atrocious. It slows the whole gameplay down, and not only is it difficult to like catch up with your teammates and have more fun in the dungeons, it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, if you're listening, Diablo creators and coders, man, just do something with the Necro. Like even if it's a 25% walk speed buff, that's like, we're not asking for anything crazy. It's just common sense. It's just too slow. Even just basic walk speed. So you shouldn't have to be suffering on a character that doesn't do what every other character does. That's pretty much from my end. I like everything else about the Necromancer. I think the character's dope. It's my first character I play and I'm new to Diablo, so I'm definitely picking up more characters, doing more with the game. But from what I've played, and I've played like so many different games, I'm a massive fan of Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden sort of games, hack and slash games, these sort of dungeon crawler games as well. And everything else is fine, mechanics are fine, there's a little bit of lag sometimes, and sometimes you get one-shotted out of nowhere in these nightmare dungeons, but that's all fine, man. Regardless, just do something with the walk speed in Necro. Like I said, 25% passive buff or something, you're just common sense, just a basic walk speed, just speed that up. We'll obviously be finding more and more stuff as we go. I mean, movement's not even an issue for me, like I said, I'm definitely happy with that. I got boots that do like 4 max evade charges, and I got quite fast walk speed. And even on my percentage, I think it's here somewhere, like my walk speed is quite fast, but that's still not good enough. It's just ridiculous, still slow as hell. So again, it's nothing to do with like, yeah, look, I've literally got 100% movement speed. So again, everything else is fine, gameplay is fine, the Necro's dope, I do love playing the Necro. Obviously, I think some of the other moves could be slightly buffed because everyone's running Bone Spear, and even myself, I tried to do more shadow, like I did a shadow build and more shadow damage. I'm using even Sever, I'm using so many different things that outside of the box that a lot of people are not using. You can probably see the bottom, but yeah, if you can't see there, I'm using like I said, I'm using Sever, and a lot of people aren't using it, and I'm using so many other things I can. I'm not trying to go for the typical builds, and I've even got my Paragon bow a little bit different, my main skills different, and everything else. So, you know, it'd be good if they explored more options, and even little. There's one thing as well. Look, like this aspect. I think it was something for the Sever. Like it's a cool move, and I really enjoy using it. It's super fun. There's something that doesn't really add up though. It's just really slow. Something like 20%. Yeah, look. I think this is a lower, and I think I've even got the max roll for it. Let me show you. So this one, for example, the offensive aspect of Empowering Reaper, like critical strikes from Sever, you know, have a 20% chance to spawn a pool of blight. So not only is it very low, like that's 1 out of 5, like so low, 20% is nothing. And then on top of that, it deals 60%. Again, it's not even that much, and then it can only happen every 3 seconds. That's so bad, so weak. And then on top of that, I'll look at the boots I'm rocking. I've got, obviously, you know, I've got all the uniques that I need to get. I've even put them in the build, and I'm even using this because I love it so much. Like, it's so dope, the move. The move is incredibly good. But look at this. Your Bone Spear is hitting for like millions of damage per one spear, and you're giving Sever 2k damage over 2 seconds. That's just like 1,000 damage like each second. That's so bad. And it's a unique, and it's one of the highest rolls. It's terrible, man. I mean, like, I'm not being funny. That should easily be like 20k or something. It just doesn't add up. So, yeah, man, just obviously make some changes, buff certain things, and maybe make it more viable for the other like moves to be used in the game. Obviously, a new season's coming out. I think they did say some balance changes are coming and maybe some updates and buffs, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with looking at what needs to be addressed now, and the movement speed definitely needs to be addressed ASAP. And on top of that, little things like this need to be addressed. Again, it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. And hence why people are using Bone Spear, because there's no point in using anything else. And like I said myself, I've gone through the Paragon boards, I've tried to do a shadow, like a pure shadow damage build, and even when I first started, I made this like 118%. You know, there's other things that I've used and tried to make other use of other weapons and stuff, and that's cool, but you know, you can't compare it, so there's no point. But I'm still going to use what I've got, obviously. I'm still using this, and I'm still using Sever because I really enjoy it. You know, I've got that cool ass thing where I do shadow damage with the Temerity, and I literally get 5% chance to heal off lucky hit. Now with the boots, look at that, lucky hit chance with shadow damage. So the shadow damage from the Sever gives me a chance to get heals, and that's great. But again, why not just buff the move so it makes it viable, so you're going to use it, you know what I mean? Common sense, really. So yeah, just get that changed, get a few things addressed in the Necro. Not asking to be OP, just saying just some few basic changes. It will be dope. I love playing the Necro and it's dope, but again, it's kind of ruining the vibe when you're having fun playing with your friends and that and the community. We're trying to do dungeons together, and you're literally just penalised for nothing. Your movement speed's so slow. Then you have to use your max evade charges just to get to an area. Then you have to wait for your cooldowns, so it doesn't add up. And obviously, like I said, just cover a few other moves for the Necro. Make that dope. When I get into the classes, I'll give him a fair shout, and I'll give him a fair try. Definitely putting a lot of hours with the Necro, so I definitely know what I'm talking about from my point of view. Had a lot of fun with the game, and I still enjoy it, and I still will be playing as a Necro, but I definitely think those changes need to be made. I will be moving on to Barbarian next, I believe, and cover that and do a full level 100. I think I'm going to do that for every class. I'll do give it a fair chance. If I get everything to level 100, properly, make sure I min and max everything, then I can give you a fair understanding of how each class works. But yeah, like I said, that's my thoughts on the Necro. I just wanted to make it, like, from my point of view, being a new Diablo player to the series. Like I said, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, and it's all positive, really. But if there's some things that need to be addressed, I'm going to address it, of course. But yeah, so like I said, I love the game. I think the Necromancer is super dope. I'm really enjoying the character playing that. I'm really looking forward to playing the other characters and having fun with those as well. But you know, like I said, you got to be honest with the people. You got to be honest for feedback. That's definitely an honest opinion. So yeah, just to recap, everything's dope about the Necro. I love playing the Necro, but like I said, movement speed, 25% speed walking passive, just something so basic, or 30% speed walk, just anything, just on par with the others. Make it the same. If you want to make it faster, fine, but just give it. Make sure everyone's treated fairly in the same way in that respect. And then again, some of the other moves, again, look into those, rework those, rebuff those, and just give us more options to mess around and have more fun with the game. So the game is phenomenal. Definitely a lot of potential there, and we can do more with the game. But again, links will be in the description below. And like I said, I just wanted to make a service announcement. Since I put so much time and effort into Necro, I've got all the players asking me about my builds and how I'm building and how I'm finding the game. And I'm just relating the information back and just being honest about it. And I've had phenomenal support from the community. Like I said, I've helped out so many players level up and do what I do. They really appreciate it. In return, people do turn up, return to the stream, subbing, donating, tipping. Obviously, that helps me as a content creator. And obviously, I'm helping the community out like I do as well. So it's a win-win for everybody, man. And like I said, this is a great thing to have, discussion, and obviously moving back and forth. But yeah, man, that's it from me, Captain P67. So again, if you want to support or be in the stream, you want any help whatsoever, don't be scared to ask. I got you. For whatever you need, I'll carry through all the dungeons. I'm doing currently tier 60 dungeons, Nightmare Solo, so I can easily level you up and carry you through and get you some good loot and gear. And again, if you need any, if you got any questions about the builds of the Necro itself, cool. Or if you want to just join, have your 2 cents and have some feedback, give me some feedback from my point of view as well, that'd be great. But apart from that, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the time. I'll catch you in the next stream. Take it easy and peace out, folks.